Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Oh,
Hey, folks.
hello, and welcome to the final Ninja Gaiden stream, where we take a look at Ninja Gaiden Sigma, the third but not final iteration. The final iteration is in Novita, so I'm not streaming that. Um, I'm joined here tonight by the Retro Bells, Alex and Danny. Hello.
Hey,
Hey.
it's me. I'm Danny.
And I'm Alex.
We are the Retro Pals.
Hooray!
We're gonna jump in immediately. So this is, from what I've gathered, the version of Ninja Gaiden Itagaki likes the least. And I played it to catch up to our previous save file, and it becomes quickly apparent why that is.
I can't wait to see this.
Wow.
Anything that pisses off Itagaki has got to be pretty blatant.
I'm excited to see the blimp in beautiful HD, personally.
We will
They re-rendered the blimp, redrew it.
we will show off the blimp. The blimp actually looks underwhelming on the PS3, to be honest.
I don't know what that's.
They couldn't give the blimp a new hairstyle or something.
No.
You know, like a nice little bob or something.
Yeah. If the game is too quiet or too loud, please let us know in chat. Also, if you would like to have your own persona with a Rolopal, you just need to follow the channel and enable the stream extension below the player, and you will have a little bear you can dress up.
Yeah, get your own Rolo.
I'm looking at everyone's avatars. They're so good. I'm seeing skulls and rainbows and oh.
This looks different.
Yeah, so it looks a bit crispier, but not in good ways. Also, hello, Ninja Gaiden Sigma immediately attacks you with ninjas.
Oh, it just gets you right. You're just.
Yeah, you're getting in there.
Oh wow. Yeah.
It looks like they
fit
redid
nicely
the
into a
colors.
sandwich.
It definitely looks different.
Oh, thank you for the cheer, Kalon. Yeah, so the theme of immediately get attacked by stuff is gonna be a thing that happens often in this game.
A second late, you would have fit nicely into a sandwich.
Oh, thank you for the 420 and 69 bits, you two.
Nice.
Okay, so I don't know how much people remember the previous Xbox One. One of the things that you can kind of see with the shot is that this one is a bit more claustrophobic, because in just like one shot you can kind of see everything. Like it feels like when you're playing like the first Crash, but the camera is zoomed out, because you can already see like the little gate back there. You can see how narrow this little valley is. Like everything is pretty much very hard to explain.
That's weird. That's not what I would have expected. Is this really the same area? It doesn't have the waterfall as like before.
No, it doesn't.
Wow. They redid the environments.
They did really environments, and like everything is higher res, but it all looks very weird and blocky. It's kind of like when you mod Morrowind with like 4K textures.
Yeah. I was gonna say this has looked at a lot of those a lot of PS3 and 360 games had where they all were all high res, but they didn't have a like. In the PS2 and the other eras, there was a real kind of concerted effort to make a very cohesive like visual style and use different kinds of things, colors, things like this. This is kind of all over the place and just kind of feels like a way a lot of some modern stuff, not everything, but a lot of modern stuff just feels like they just plopped a bunch of really nice assets down without thinking of like colors and things like that, you know?
Yeah, this definitely has far less of an art direction and more of, let's just make everything high res.
Yeah, art, that's the term I was thinking of with art direction, but yes, yeah.
I mean,
especially lighting-wise.
It's more vibrant, I'll give it that.
I mean, look, I'm sorry, just look at like that forest in the distance. It's like you took like a brush with a tree pattern and just drew on the hill.
Yeah.
I can see what you mean about this being more confined, too. Yeah, it feels like they pared down the original somehow.
Yeah.
I was not expecting it to be this dramatic, or at least in the areas that they chose to upgrade.
Alex sounds a bit quieter, so I'm gonna just boost my end as well. Okay, there we go.
Okay, I'll actually get closer to the mic. I was turning my head away, like...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we should be good now, I think. But yeah, this game is like... Oh, wow, the sound sounds off. I wonder if my sound is actually desynced. Wow, it is desynced. Why the hell is it desynced?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if it's a capture card desyncing it.
Could be if you have it over a different input or something.
Oh shit. I haven't streamed on the PS3 in a while. Well, let me see how this is actually done. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this desync is there.
Now you know my pain. You have to do this before every stream.
Yeah, the worst part is... Oh shit, I might have to go back to system settings real quick.
Okay.
That is so weird. Yeah, I had this happen on the Elgato, but I've never had this happen on the LGX.
Yeah, it's a thing with the Elgato for sure.
Oh,
Probably
yeah.
other capture devices, I'd imagine. Okay, this part's synced fine.
Nope, there's a slight delay on it.
I see Hectara doing the Retropals run through in
Mhm.
chat.
Now you know why I always say up, down, up, down. It is stupid and necessary.
Let's see.
Iggy, I agree. There should be an option for the NES soundtrack. That would be
Yes.
pretty awesome.
I think this fixed it. It seemed like
Okay.
it was accurate. Yeah, okay, this seems fixed.
Cool.
Sweet.
Yeah, last time I had this happen was in the Elgato when it was like 10 seconds behind or something and I just bent the card.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't fix it anymore.
Alright, remade Ninja Gaiden. Pissed off Itagaki. And I'm already seeing why.
Mm-hmm.
It just looks so dramatically different from what the original art design was.
Yeah, it feels like the art design kind of capitalized on, like, the game being SD instead of HD. Like, I think, like, the Xbox was SD, yeah, and they, like, made everything more blurry and, like, look like it had more space, and then this is like, oh no, we have to show all the polygons that we have.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Plus, just in the color usage, it was more... It felt like the original was more muted at the beginning, and then it slowly became a little bit more colorful as you went on. And here, it's just like, big, bright, poppy colors. Get all that bloom in there.
Oh god, the bloom in this game.
Yeah, Itagaki made you
God, the
work
bloom.
for the colors.
Bloom in the PS60 era just drives me nuts. Like, you don't have to use it on everything, please. Everything doesn't have to glow. Oh god.
No, the ground, the ninjas, the sky.
The blimp is just gonna be so beautiful and glowy and soft.
They should have added a bloom sword. It just blinds everyone.
Also, one weird thing I noticed when I played this, this game actually has no vibration for some reason.
Huh.
Because,
Whereas the old games overdid it, they just chose not to.
yeah, in the old game it was like a vibration for everything. Like, oh, is the wind blowing too hard? We gotta vibrate the controller. And here I thought like, oh, did I just turn it off by accident? It's like, no, it's not even an option.
Oh, wait a minute. Was this before the DualShock 3 came out? Was this back when they had just the 6-axis?
It might be.
Yeah, if this game doesn't have trophies, it's probably one of the earlier ones then. Or does it have trophies? I think it does.
So I already played this on this account, so I didn't notice anything unlocked. I'm just gonna assume it doesn't have trophies.
Hmm.
But this does have 6-axis. When you cast ninja spells, if you shake the controller, they're stronger.
Of course, gotta use that 6-axis.
I think everybody remembers like this at the room from the previous stream, where like the sun rays kind of like went through the window, and it's just like here, it's just nothing.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no rays, and also it just looks like the floor's black. Like, clean it up, buddy. Like someone just like, look how wet the reflections make the floor look so wet.
Yeah, the upgrades, they seem kind of superficial.
See?
Like they took out detail.
We have a quick item bar, so we can use items immediately.
Okay, that's handy.
Yeah. Hey, I heard you like Bloom.
Welcome to the Bloom Room.
Bloom.
Every ninja must be able to overcome the bloom.
Ryu looks purpler in this version. He was more blackish purple in the old games. Here he's like straight up old purple ninja.
More in line with the NES era.
Yeah, that's true. Bloom is a ninja's natural enemy. That should make this more difficult. But from what I've heard, this is like a lot easier, right?
Kinda. Oh, shit. So yeah, enemies are now in hallways where they weren't before, like this one. There's like enemies everywhere. But yeah, I don't know if you remember this room, but this was like kind of like under an angle, and you couldn't ever like see the entire room, and here it's just like, nope, it's just a corner.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the room with the statue at the end.
Yeah, it's all very, like, all the upgrades are kind of very weird. It's kind of like they're just showing you all the magic tricks and how they did them. And then just making it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna disappoint everybody, but there is no decapitation in this game.
Oh no! That's a downgrade.
It's...
Damn, I was hoping you could decap the blimp in this one.
Nope.
They gave the blimp a head just so you could decapitate it.
I was gonna rush ahead. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a lot of that message as well. The now
Yeah, it's loading in the environments while you play?
It's loading in the environments while you play, and it sometimes loads in environments mid-combat, but it doesn't like pause the game while it's loading.
Yeah.
It just freezes the screen, so you end up somewhere where you don't know getting hit when the loading is gone.
Bizarre.
It's very ridiculous that this like looks and runs worse than the Xbox game.
Yeah, that makes no sense. This is next generation hardware. True HD. I remember a couple of early PS3 games, if you booted them up, it would show an FMV saying True HD.
I remember that.
Like, what separates HD from True HD? Whatever it is, NBA 08 had it.
None of that fake HD.
Yeah.
It sounds like a poor man's version of blast processing. Like, we all know it doesn't exist, but like, that one at least tries to be real, like True HD.
Mm-hmm. Sony's got that True HD.
Yeah, that is true. Like, it was far more difficult to develop for the PS3 because of the weird architecture.
Mm-hmm. That too, yeah.
And Sony just straight up being like, oh, everybody liked the PS2, so you're just gonna do what we say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sony's hubris was a lot of people's downfall back then. It's just like, sure, you'll get another job to buy this $599 US console.
If you wanted enough, yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, developers were struggling with the architecture. And when they did finally make games, it was stuff like Haze and Lair.
Oh yeah, Lair! You know...
Like those were games made by super talented studios, and the PS3 just really threw them off. And I guess they put them on a real tight development schedule, too. kind of an odd moment in gaming history there. I guess that's why the Xbox 360 took the lead for a while.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, I'm kind of low-key expecting a repeat of that, and then next gen, like PlayStation 5 and Xbox whatever, because it's like, it usually goes like that, like one of them gets cocky and then they fudge up the next gen and then the other one takes the lead and it just keeps going in circles.
I've noticed that too. That's the cycle repeats every single time and without fail. Like, what was it last time? The last time Microsoft was all like, "Oh, we're gonna do away with physical games and DRM for everything." And then Sony was like, "No, you can just share our games, no problem."
Oh my god.
Sony wins instantly. But before that, Sony was all like, "No, you're gonna get an extra job to buy our console." And the cycle begins anew.
So who do you think's gonna quote-unquote win the next generational war on games?
That would be the Intellivision, headed by Tommy Tallarico.
You know what? Screw it. Yes, I'm all in on this. I'm all in. Tommy, take us away.
He announced the next generation Intellivision yesterday at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, so that's going to be the new lead console.
And he's working with the Blue Sky Rangers, so...
Yeah. And the entire lineup of Johnny Turbo's Arcade is going to be on there. He announced a partnership with Johnny Turbo.
What? Okay, I'm all in. I am all in. I'm all in on Tommy and Johnny's Intellivision adventure, and yeah.
Okay, Norman in chat says the True HD is apparently HD with Dolby Audio support. Okay, that's the difference.
Also, for those keeping score, yes, this is the third time I forgot to put the fucking fangs in the damn samurai.
You keep forgetting his dentures. Both chomperoos.
Bobinator, I am not making that up.
Nope.
They really announced a new generation in television. It's not even going to be released soon. I think it's going to be like 2020.
Oh my god. Reason to look forward to 2020. Okay, I got it.
Yep.
Oh my god. How many of these are we going to buy? 20? 30?
Oh, we got to buy one for each person we know.
Okay.
So that's a few dozen consoles.
Okay.
I'll talk to Tommy and Johnny. Don't worry, we're buds. It's not true.
No, we're not friends with anyone.
Hey now, we're friends here.
That's true. We gotta get on that Intellivision train, though.
Yeah,
Actually, I'm gonna save my game because I'm gonna die to the boss here. Because for some things in this game seem harder than they were. I don't know why. And also one thing that I am 100% confident is an optimization thing. The little orbs that spawn from enemies. In the previous game, they never vanish until you pick them up or leave the area. In this game, they vanish after a certain amount of time.
Aw, man.
So that means, like, it's probably an optimization thing, but it actually makes the game harder because if you don't pick up the health immediately, you're gonna lose on heals.
Oh yeah, I guess that would be an optimization thing. Gotta keep the area clear. Weird. Then it impacts the gameplay. Alright, I want to see Nunchuck's guy. See what upgrades they gave him.
yes.
They made his nunchucks extra shiny.
I was gonna say they are just like glowing like you wouldn't believe.
Loveless new Neo Geo costs $800. Man, I bet there's a market for that. Neo Geo collectors paying literally tens of thousands of dollars for just single games, so if you announce the new expensive console, they would buy it.
I was gonna say, would you buy it, but you're not a Neo Geo collector.
No, I don't have that kind of money.
No.
I buy a Sega console, but I think like every generation somebody thought, oh, Sega's gonna come back into the market.
There's always so many rumors, so many hopeful people that Sega's gonna make a comeback, and no, that ain't gonna happen.
This far.
We're literally seeing a new Intellivision before a new Sega console.
Oh man, look at the bloom on his face.
It's so bloomy.
They're all so... It's killing me. They've all got like such really shiny...
Yeah, usually games worry about whitewashing, and in this game it's just like bloom washing everybody.
Like, I don't know if that's like spec mapping or normal mapping, but whatever the lighting shiny mapping is, they just went hog wild on that boy.
Oh, knocked you out of it.
It's pretty hard to do that, because you have like so little time. Oh, health. You gotta need that.
It looks like it's both a different time of day and different weather outside. It just completely changes the whole aesthetic, I guess they were going for. I wouldn't say it ruins it, but it does make it really different, like in a noticeable way.
Yeah, I like the artistic decisions in the other ones a lot more, especially with regards to like the limitations in the items. Like, I don't know, sometimes a lot of the older gen stuff just looks better due to those limitations and having to work within them.
Yeah. A lot of PS2 era games, you could also say they relied too much on browns and grays, but with this game, I thought it actually served a purpose. There's a good contrast between the dark backgrounds and bright splashes of blood. And here, just everything's bright.
Oh my god. Yeah, I know what it is. He just like seems more aggro in this version.
Seems more like, yeah, the original Ninja Gaiden compared to Black. At least for this guy. Dominic White says they had a lot of shiny specular mapping in the original game, and here they just added it to, like, everything. Oh, you beat him. Thanks for sparring with me, with your sword.
Because the maps are nice, it's just...
So your father is...
My god, everything's blooming. It's a bloomin' onion of a game.
I seriously did not expect it to look this different. Usually remakes, they at least try.
It's very weird because this is the first version I've ever played, and I was just like, oh, I don't see what the big deal is with like Ninja Gaiden, because what I heard about it was from Black. And then I played Black and it's like, oh, wait a minute, like this feels different. And then I went back to this and it's like, oh, now I get it. Now I see what's wrong.
Under the protection of my father's clan. They will ensure that the sword remains untouched. Its dark power sealed.
It is a shame.
And yeah, we will get up to the blimp and just show the beautiful HD blimp, and then we will fast forward and show off some new stuff.
Thank you so much for showing the blimp for
Yeah,
us.
I gotta see that blimp.
I'm really, I do appreciate that.
The blimp looks really fancy in some areas and really dull in some other areas. It's weird.
Oh, you gotta upgrade the whole blimp. You can't just half-ass it.
I agree, you can't half-ass a blimp.
Marsh, so this game, at least people who play a lot of Ninja Gaiden, they say it's easier, but weirdly enough it throws more enemies at you, so I'm not sure what's going on. Like, I actually found it a bit harder than Black when I was catching up with my save file.
So weird. I would have thought that Black was like the right balancing, like they got it just right. And here they just felt the need to mess with it. Master Ninja.
That's a Master Ninja.
Iggy, yeah, whenever someone says something's easy or hard, they're definitely lying.
I agree.
It's really hard to gauge that kind of thing, though. Hard to say with certainty whether something is too easy or too hard. But here, at least, we've compared the other versions.
Yeah, this seems like more in line with like the original Ninja Gaiden, like, but also I've gotten used to the gameplay of this, like the first 3 levels over and over again, so I'd say Black is like the best balance.
Yeah, from what I've seen, yeah, that seems to be the case. This remake just seems like Black never happened, like they just tried to upgrade the original on their own. But I haven't seen the new hairstyles yet, so I'll reserve my judgment.
Alright. There's no reason that fight was harder, I forgot to pick up the health increase.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Oh, I don't even get it at full health? Wow.
Wow.
Dang.
This game is mean.
Bloom room.
The Bloom Room.
Look at it, come on.
Pretty much.
Floors.
So I've not played regular Ninja Gaiden 2, I've only played Sigma 2, so I don't know how those two compare. But yeah, the only other version aside from this one is Sigma Plus,
One of your
which is
most
for
useful
Vita.
techniques is the flying bird.
Okay. It's weird the tutorial messages are like persistent in the level because I didn't read them when we restarted, and they kind of keep them in this chapter.
Oh yeah, you should know this stuff on the way back, I think.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah,
this
Iggy, judge difficulty, I guess it's a matter of what's fair versus unfair. That would be a good way of gauging it.
yeah. Also, this room is full of bats now for some reason, probably to give you health.
Extra bats, always good.
It's weird I haven't seen hawks in this game. Like they seem to be more of a staple than bats.
Yeah. I've lost more lives to birds than bats for sure.
Yeah, in real life and in just like games in general. Can't trust birds, man.
Okay, Ninja Gaiden, birds definitely deadlier than bats. I don't know if I would say that about video games in general. Birds are pretty rough in a lot of games, though. Which is the worst video game foe, bird or bat?
I don't know, we've played a lot of mascot platformers, and I've gotten owned by quite a few birds and quite a few bats, probably equally.
Yeah.
I think it's
gotta
like
name 'em.
for platformers it's probably bats, and for FPS it's probably rats.
Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah, with FPSs you gotta worry about rats, too.
You always have to worry about rats.
Unless it's Dishonored, and then you can make them do your bidding.
Wait, really?
Yeah, you get to command armies of rats.
Okay. I've heard a lot about Dishonored.
I suddenly sold Alex on Dishonored. I
You
guess.
absolutely. If I knew I could do like a Willard style Rat King here, like, but not the Rat King in the rats all got tied up, but the Rat King in like I rule the rats. And then
A
Mars
virtual
and the
rat
rats.
king, yeah. I'm saying there's a lot of innovation to be had in the field of rats.
Okay. A real-time strategy game, but you play as the king of rats, controlling your rat army around town to like do your bidding.
And your enemy is the raccoon.
I was gonna say it could be like Willard, where your enemy is just like people who have wronged you, but like yeah, it could be the Raccoon King too. Okay.
I mean, raccoons
Yeah, we
have
watched-
wronged you.
We did watch a video of a raccoon. Danny and I did. Danny did show me a video of a guy who was basically a Raccoon King. So
There's a dude who made like a couple dozen peanut butter sandwiches and then opened the door to outside where a bunch of raccoons were waiting. And then he was all like, "Have at it, boys."
and they sure did. One of them took like 2 sandwiches and we called him a pig.
That's the life I want to have an army of raccoons.
Okay, so you want to be the Raccoon King then?
Yeah.
I'll be the Rat King.
Maybe in this game we're suggesting there's a character select at the beginning and you can be either the Rat King or the Raccoon King.
I guess you could also have an army of cats too.
Yeah.
Can you make a real-time strategy game?
So something Sorry, I didn't show off this last time, but my barometer for like whether a game is good or not is whether it has stuff behind a waterfall.
Oh yeah, you gotta have stuff hidden behind waterfalls.
Absolutely.
So Ninja Gaiden 1 is officially good now, in general.
Good. Confirmed. It's always such a waste when you have a waterfall with nothing behind it, because you've gotta look.
Yeah. I was like, when I was playing Nier Automata, and there's like a very tiny waterfall in the game in only one area, and I was like, oh, if there's nothing here, then this game is doomed. And they had just the most trivial item inside, but it was still something. I'm like, okay, I'll take it.
Yeah. They still at least thought about it, that's good. Their heart's in the right place. Lab says you can go inside a fish's brain in Dishonored. I gotta actually play this game. All I knew about was the rats, and that was enough to sell me.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with the like big budget games these days in mind control, and it being like, oh yeah, mind control is pretty fine and okay to do.
That is kind of a thing they just introduced. Yeah, what with Prey and all that. It's a legit trend.
Yeah, and Mario Odyssey. And
Oh, that
whatnot.
too, yeah.
Goddamn wizards.
Loveless asks, are Xbox backward compatibility games done by the studio themselves or Microsoft? I really think it's Microsoft doing the backward compatibility work. I don't think they contacted the original studios. But some of those upgrades are pretty extreme. They up the texture quality. If you have an Xbox One X, that is.
Do they?
Yeah, some games have 4K support now.
Some backwards compatible games?
Yeah.
Like what? Barbie Horse Adventures?
Probably not Barbie Horse Adventures.
Well, that's bullshit.
I mean, I agree.
I agree, I want that 4K horse.
I want 4K horses.
To be fair, I think they don't want to compete with Red Dead Redemption's horses because those are pretty next gen.
Oh yeah, you can't mess
Yeah.
with those horses.
There's probably some poor developer working 200-hour weeks just to make the Barbie's fucking horse adventures look like up to par.
I can't wait to see the Barbie's Horse Adventure where the horse has expanding balls based on the weather.
I wasn't gonna say that, but thank you.
We were all thinking it.
Everybody was thinking it.
Listen. Johnny Depp had to stay away from his children and wife for a month just so those horses' balls could look that good. And damn it, we're
It's gonna be
proud.
worth it, damn it. You'll see.
Here at Mattel, we're proud of Barbie's horse balls.
In television is gonna have to up the ante. Even more detailed horses.
It sucks.
I hope like when Red Dead Redemption 2 releases, somebody actually checks whether the horse balls like actually react to the weather like they said in the trailers, and if they don't, they cause a fit and they call it like Horseball Gate or something.
Yes, okay. You know
I can see
those-
that being a thing. Yeah, they made a big deal over the puddles in Spider-Man, so why not horse balls?
Okay.
Why not just go all the way?
What I want is Digital Foundry to do a comparison video of how the horse balls look in the regular Xbox, the PS4, the PS4 Pro, the...
You joke, but that video is going to exist.
It's
in a
gonna,
week.
I am
it's gonna
Just know it.
happen, yeah.
You know, I am absolutely going to watch it because I am curious.
It'll be PS4 versus Xbox One balls.
This is the most ballsy stream I think we've had in a while.
And it's current events. It's
Oh, man.
topical.
So there's one very weird thing they fixed. I commented in the last stream how, like, in the cutscene she tells you, oh no, don't go follow Doku, like, you cannot defeat him, and then when you talk to her she says, like, oh no, like, go, you have to hurry, go please get them. But, like, here it's
Okay.
kind of like, they change the text a bit so it's less contradictory.
That's a good change, I guess.
It's just weird that they, like, bothered to change that of all things.
Yeah. There's some attention to detail here. It's just spent really weirdly on the stuff you wouldn't expect.
I don't really have anything particular to buy yet. Oh, health.
Everyone looking forward to discussing the horse balls. Look, wait till next week. You'll see. Wait till all the details are out.
It is just like the most trivial feature, and like in a studio that's known for crunch and overtime, like them spending time on that garbage is just so annoying.
Yeah,
Listen.
seriously.
I just think about these people really just having, you know, to work these horrible hours just for the most trivial shit. It's like, man, it's not worth it for horse balls.
Let's
Yeah.
draw the line somewhere.
Somewhere we must draw the line for what we want in our game.
Maybe they wanted to compete with Metal Gear Solid 5. I know that had pretty advanced horse modeling.
Wasn't that like horse pooping on demand?
Oh
Yes.
yeah. They had to one-up them. Like, how do we get beyond commanding a horse to poop? Well, have you seen these balls?
Chat is got some folks coming in chat. What are we discussing? I don't know.
We were discussing features in Red Dead Redemption 2 and also Ninja Gaiden.
There are there any there are horses in this game, but I don't think they have the rendering that they do in Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, they're not true HD.
Yeah. Speaking of,
Oh, there they are.
Oh.
ow, 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 ow. I hate that move.
I just hate when they drag you around. It's like, really?
That looks painful. You don't want to be dragged by a horse.
I mean, I'd rather not be dragged by anything, but yeah, specifically not horses.
Getting dragged online by a bunch of horses.
I can't believe I'm getting owned by horses with my own stream.
Chat bringing up the possibility of something called horseball duty.
Oh,
That-
God.
I'm out.
You're assigned to it. You gotta work on it. That's your beat for this week.
No. No, I don't want this beat. No one needs this beat.
It's just like so weird. Like it's kind of like how GTA has all these weird details, and you're kind of like, okay, yeah, we want to make like the pedestrians more lively, so like you add them like so they always go to a specific destination or things like that. Like that's something like that actually helps immersion. I'd be like, okay, sure. If you're gonna crunch, you might as well crunch for something that's relevant in the big picture, although you shouldn't crunch at all. But like,
Yeah.
like horse balls is so dumb.
No one's gonna notice that, and it doesn't have any bearing to, yeah, again, believability. Because in real life, I'm sorry, unless you're a certain kind of, you're not staring at horse balls in real life. I'm sorry.
Look, once you see the balls, you will understand why they exist, and you will feel regret for your words and deeds.
You're right. You're right.
Look, the horse balls are very relevant to the world building and storytelling of Red Dead Redemption 2.
That too, yeah. Focus on stuff that builds out the world. But,
Yeah.
whatever.
Again, like I said, not to call out anyone staring at horse balls. If you're spending that much time staring at horse balls, I don't know about that. Like, come on, get a fucking life.
We all have different priorities.
So hey, we have another merchant here too. I actually have 5,000. God damn it. Kinda short.
Close. Everyone talking about Red Dead. The game I'm going to be playing next week is that Castlevania HD collection.
Yeah.
And that's just supposed to be like crappy emulations of the PSP versions of those games.
Ooh, hell yeah.
I don't even
Oh.
care. I like those games.
Oh, you didn't even get the good voice acting. You get the correct voice acting.
Yeah, I don't want that. I want the original.
Yeah. It's always surreal to me that Richter was voiced by the same guy who voiced Harry Mason.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. Richter's voice acting was pretty over the top in that game, too. It's like always shouting at everyone.
There's a lot of like weird stories about like the voice acting of the game. I think my favorite is that the person who voice acted Alucard actually like played Alucard in a Castlevania fan game somebody made.
That's cool.
I thought you were gonna be like they're actually Alucard in real life. It's wild.
I have heard stories of back then how Japanese developers used to hire voice actors based on whether they look like the characters they're voicing. That's a thing that happened a lot, supposedly with the original Resident Evil. I know Shenmue, that was the case.
Oh wow.
Supposedly for Sonic Adventure, they cast them based on how they looked compared to, you know, cartoon hedgehogs.
Dude, hold on, Danny.
I don't know how you would gauge that, but apparently they had a system.
Oh come on, we just started. Damn it.
So is there like some two-tailed voice actor out there somewhere?
That's what they were looking for.
Can
yeah.
I meet them? Because that's pretty cool.
So I hope next time they voice cast a Sonic character, they cast them based on their persona.
You get me. You get it. Absolutely.
That would be more relevant than physical appearance, I would think.
That would be unfair to everyone who just has a Sonic-based persona. Like, come on.
How long have you had your Sonic OC? Since I was 13. Okay, you're hired.
Just cast Sonic Fox. It's fine.
Honestly, just do that.
Cast him in every role, yeah.
Yeah.
Westman, yeah, that means there's someone out there who looks like Knuckles, and it's the guy who voiced him.
I want to meet IRL Knuckles. I want to meet them and greet them.
Well, you know he has muscles, and he doesn't chuckle.
Well, yeah.
That's all we know.
Need to meet Knuckles IRL.
I kind of hope this trend returns, so then we can have like weird fighting game voice acting again, because like martial artists can't act. But then it's like still fitting because like nobody's really expressive. Like, can you imagine like Ryu being like expressive in real life. He probably just doesn't really talk that much anyway.
Yeah, bring us back to those days of voice acting, because, yeah, it turns out casting someone based on their physical appearance doesn't always work out.
No.
Especially if you don't have good voice direction like those games often did.
Well, also because a lot of those PlayStation 1 games just had voice acting in English because they were like, oh, in case we port this game over, it'll save us money, so just do it in English anyway.
Yep, just like the original Resident Evil. And I wish they recorded some of those voice recording sessions, because they just sound completely out there with no idea of how to actually do things. It's just like, okay, we're going to hire this guy who looks like a zombie hunter, and then we're going to micromanage how he says English words, even though he is a native English speaker.
Let's give XP for boss fights. Everybody enjoy. So, this is new. We have a new level.
Oh.
Oh.
It's the burning Hayabusa village.
Ooh, I love it when it's burning because that's an excuse for even more bloom.
Yeah.
Bring it on, boys!
Just the 2 seconds I've seen of this level so far seems very bloomy. Look at that.
Hell yeah.
Dang.
Although I do like the warping textures and stuff. That actually looks cool.
Particles are pretty neat too,
Yeah.
stuff floating around.
Yeah. It looks really nice. I like this level in general, and it's not too long.
Old Man Marsh, that was what people thought for a while, like they just hired people off the street or like the janitors in the studio or whatever. But for Resident Evil 1 specifically, these were established voice actors who knew what they were doing. It's just they were directed very, very badly. Like, supposedly they would deliver a take in just normally how they'd say it, and then the Japanese directors would be like, no, you should emphasize these words instead, because that sounds cooler. And that's how that game ended up the way it did.
Oh, wow.
That kicks ass.
Amazingly.
That kicks a lot of ass, I'm sorry.
I mean, nowadays we consider that the wrong way to do things, and yet it resulted in some of the most memorable voice acting ever.
You know what? It did. And...
So it's kind of a two-sided thing.
I'm saying it's down with competency.
Yeah.
Also,
Oh, Shenmue's voice acting. I've been watching Danny play the remake here and there, and oh.
Yeah, the great thing about Shenmue's voice acting is, for the remake, they kept the original voice track, quality and all. I think they lost the original masters, so whenever you hear anyone talk, it's like super distorted.
It sucks.
And the game includes a Japanese language pack, and someone went into the files, and apparently the file size of the Japanese language track is twice as big as the American one.
Oh my god.
So what they did is they just hyper-compressed it and then didn't save the original master.
wait, the remake is out already?
Yeah, the Shenmue 1 and 2 with PS4 and Xbox.
Oh, I didn't realize that was already out.
Mm-hmm.
I should check that out.
Yeah, they patched it now, so it's actually playable. I had to stop playing it for a while because the cutscene stopped working.
Oh no.
Also, I really like this stage because I in general like burning building arenas.
I will say this looks pretty cool.
Yeah, this looks really nice.
The lighting effects they've chosen seem to be like optimized for this kind of environment.
Yeah, this is excellent art direction for this. This is great. No complaints here. This is awesome.
Oh, they got backdrafts going, and yeah.
Yep.
This is great. This is great.
Oh, Loveless Brave Firefighters. That is a game I played once, like a decade ago. That's an arcade game where they give you this giant fire hose to point at the screen.
Didn't we play that?
We
at
played
some-
that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I
we
think it
played
was
that.
in.
Oh my god! Yes, we played the best shit in Vegas.
So you may notice that this isn't an FMV now, and there's a minor reason for that. We get to fight him.
Oh.
So welcome to an early version of the near final boss fight.
Oh wow.
So you only get one shot at killing him, And if you don't, it doesn't use your rebirth amulet or it doesn't game over you. It is basically a, hey, you can try and take him. If you kill him, you unlock the next difficulty of the game.
Oh wow.
Damn.
But he took you down right away, so I'd imagine that would be pretty hard.
It's pretty difficult. Well, there's one video online that I've seen that shows how to do it easily, but it's RNG dependent.
Hmm. That's potentially a pretty good addition. Just a little bit of foreshadowing before you actually fight him for reals.
Yeah, I think it's a good addition as well. It works very well. Very, well, Dark Souls wasn't out then. Very Demon Souls-y.
Yeah. Speaking of which, where's that Demon Souls remake?
I'm waiting for that. Like, ever since they closed the servers, I'm like, oh, they're closing the servers for a remake, right? It's like nothing.
Yeah, you would think. You'd think they'd just have a remake right ready to announce, but they haven't said anything. I guess they're still trying to promote the Dark Souls 1 remake. Gotta space them out.
Also, man, how about the HD latex? Or rubber, or whatever it is?
My network of ninjas.
That's pretty HD.
The reason for the attack. The samurai
Very
who ruled
shiny.
the village was Doku, lord of the greater fiends of the Vigor Empire. It appears as though the Vigor Emperor seeks the power of the Dark Dragon Blade.
Hey, there's light coming in through the window now.
Hey.
That wasn't there before.
I wonder how much maintenance he has to do to his suit. I mean, considering I don't think he ever changes his clothes throughout this adventure, yeah, that's probably like very rough with all the blood splattering and demon goop
Probably.
and whatnot.
Yeah. Iggy says it's ninja fabric, so I guess it's imbued with some kind of magic to fend off bloodstains. Yep, we're at the blimp.
Its exclusionist foreign policy makes for very few ways to enter the country. One of the only remaining routes is by airship to the capital city of Tyron.
I like how if you pay very close attention, you can see where the game is loading. Because it just stops just for a few frames.
I've noticed that, yeah, it has those brief little hitches. Very noticeable.
Ooh, party blimp.
Yeah, party blimp. Hostile malefactor. I mean, he was in his own room. It looked like he was relaxing on his bed. He clearly bought a ticket.
Yeah, he seemed really chill, you know.
I think he just doesn't have a visa, that's why they're so aggressive.
Oh yeah, that would do it.
Of course.
Look, I paid for this blimp ticket. I'm gonna enjoy my time on this blimp. If I can't, I'm gonna take down the whole blimp.
Hell yeah.
Ryu just wanted a vacation.
Just let him relax. Jeez.
Yeah, he almost got killed. Dude deserves it. I'm gonna fast forward real quick over there just to show off the next room because that's probably the most noticeable blimp change we have. Oh wait,
Yes.
they don't spawn?
I just realized there's bricks in this blimp.
It is extremely
There's-
weird.
That is...
Yeah, brick?
Yeah, there was a brick wall over there, and I... Maybe it's a fake facade. It could be a fake facade or cladding. That is too heavy for...
Yeah, this blimp is gonna be made from brick and concrete. Nothing gonna stop this blimp.
Just that extra hydrogen will work fine.
Yeah.
And I'll invoice more hydrogen. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
That's the thought process behind designing this blimp.
Sorry.
Oh god, it hits again.
Yep, I saw that. Yeah, everything stops. The sound, the visuals, like everything for just like a split second.
This seems like a very dangerous Ninpo spell in a blimp.
You would think so, yeah.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have all that fire.
Nah, it's magic fire.
Okay, fair.
It burns people spiritually.
Oh, okay.
And it sets them on fire a little bit.
Okay. So it sets their soul on fire and also their clothing.
Does a blimp have a soul, though?
Does the blimp have a... Now we're getting into some deep philosophy. I mean...
Alright, chat's bringing up other games with blimps. Apparently Duke Nukem 0 Hour has a blimp. One of the Wolfenstein games has a blimp. Oh, I bet it's real satisfying to destroy that blimp.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is, this is an underused setting. I'm sure we said this before, but bring back blimps.
Absolutely bring back blimps.
We have bricks, we have stone walls, holy shit. But yeah, this
I
is...
was gonna say, we have, like, just, like, marble tiling on here. This is a heavy-ass blimp. This room is different, huh?
Yeah, this is the one I want to show. Oh god, my neck.
Well, you're fine. You,
Nice.
you get your neck slit and you're fine.
Okay, Deathmaster says GTA 5 actually has a blimp you can drive.
Oh wow.
That's pretty interesting to me.
Wow.
And so does Tony Hawk's Underground.
Just Cause 2 has a blimp nightclub. This is all I need to know. I wanna... You were all making me want to create a blimp nightclub so bad.
I'm gonna make a clickbait video about games with blimps.
Oh my god, top 5 blimps in video games. Emotional.
12 games with blimps, and 5 that could use blimps.
So now we're gonna
Okay,
fast
what-
forward a bit.
Okay.
Okay, what could use a blimp?
Well, pretty much anything.
Okay.
Next Sonic game should have a blimp.
Absolutely. Spider-Man could use a blimp. They just patched it. Why not patch in a blimp?
I agree! Patch in like 20 blimps. Make me do missions on blimps.
Mm-hmm. You could attach your web thing to a blimp, swing off it. Hey, I'm just spitballing here.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
The ideas just come flowing freely once you add a blimp to the equation.
They need to do like, you know, Euro Truck Simulator and all those simulators. They need to do that for like the Goodyear blimp.
So
Where you're like Goodyear blimp simulator.
So this is one of the new additions in the game where you get to play a bit as Rachel and mess around with what she was doing while off camera. She has the goofiest run I have ever seen in an action game.
All right, let's. Oh my god, she just kind of bounces from leg to leg.
Yeah, we're gonna do this chapter real quick because it's short. But yeah, there's no upgrades for her, there's nothing to unlock, there's no magic, you just kinda smack people with your hammer.
She at least has different moves, it looks like.
Yeah.
She's not just a Ryu reskin.
Yeah, the moves work differently, but she has a lot of the same stuff, like you can cancel a front block into a move, you can like jump over enemies and grab them. It's basically all the same inputs, but it's just different actual moves.
Loveless says she moves like that in Dead or Alive 5 as well, so they kept that. That classic Rachel movement.
I love her.
Yeah, the most prominent blimp game of them all, BioShock Infinite.
Oh god!
The whole game's a blimp.
And even that couldn't save it.
Yeah, that shows you can go too far with blimps. When everything is a blimp, nothing is a blimp. I don't even know what that means.
It means blimps.
What I'm saying is they went too far. You gotta be subtle with your blimps.
Oh god, you're right, she does run like one of those killer robots that's gonna like kill us all. Like, you know, those Boston Dynamics robots.
Oh yeah, like one of those big dogs.
Yeah, like one of those robo-dogs. It's like, we're gonna put guns on her.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is mount guns on ninjas. Thank you.
Also,
Does it just really need that?
also
Anyway, go on.
Sorry.
instead of having bracelets, she has enchanted earrings as well.
Oh,
Ah, cool.
Oh, she has a lot of earrings. I'm jealous.
stronger kicks, faster movement. So fashionable.
Ow.
Yes, Festimore. Ninjas with shoulder-mounted guns, so basically a predator.
Yes. Yes. Yes, you absolutely know what would make a good game good, and it would be that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm thinking of a really corny nerd game. Ninjas versus Predator.
Hey,
I'd play it.
they had Batman versus Predator.
They did?
So that was a comic, not a game. I think Batman won somehow.
Hey, there was... God, there's so many weird crosswords. There's Batman versus Judge Dredd, there's Judge Dredd versus Aliens.
There's Punisher versus Archie from the 90s.
That's true.
I actually have a copy of that somewhere.
Seems like Batman gets most of them though. Like he's
Yeah.
pissed off a lot of people.
There was even that like animated series like in the 70s there was like Batman teaming up with a whole bunch of people, including Scooby-Doo, Vincent Price, all kinds of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't there a Sonic versus Spawn crossover?
God, there probably was.
Spawn definitely made an appearance in the Sonic comic. They were making an extended reference to Todd McFarlane and his Spawn universe. I don't even know why. It was just in there. Comics were weird.
Comics are weird.
Yeah, Rachel's movements flow a lot better.
She does seem pretty fun to use, yeah. It's at least different, if nothing else.
Also, you know, having an axe hammer, always a plus.
Oh yeah, for sure. Always keep one of those around. They come in handy. Oh yeah, secret character, RoboCop versus Terminator. That was like the big crossover that set off everything. After that, it was like RoboCop versus everyone. Batman fighting the Predator. Nothing makes sense anymore.
RoboCop on the Muppet Babies.
Did that happen?
I don't know, but RoboCop did team up with the wrestler Sting to free him at Capital WCW's Capital Combat.
Cool. I'm glad they brought in RoboCop.
Yeah, Jim Cornette and someone else put Sting the wrestler in the cage, and RoboCop had to be let out to free him. Free his best friend Sting the wrestler.
Oh god. I need to follow wrestling again. It's been like a decade since I have.
That was in the 90s. That's never gonna happen again.
Just rewatch 90s wrestling.
That's
You're better off.
Just watch 90s WCW wrestling. It's not great, but I mean, it's really, really bad, so it's interesting at least.
And yeah, as chat said, Rule of Rose, another prominent blimp game we mentioned last time.
Oh yeah.
But considering the majority of the game takes place on a blimp, it definitely deserves a place in the Blimp Hall of Fame.
This one first.
So there's a little challenge. So this level is pretty short. There's just one more room, and there's a little challenge thingy where I have to kill 60 things to unlock a special unlock for Rachel. But I made a save file for that, so we're just gonna do that.
Oh, cool.
Shut it off, and then we can play Ryu again, the more boring character.
Yeah. So it's got to be worth it, right? If you go through all this effort to unlock it, it's gonna be something real cool. I have high expectations. People recommending New Japan Wrestling and other organizations over WWE.
I agree with.
Yeah, that's probably good advice.
Best thing to do is just follow your local wrestling if you can. Also,
Support local wrestlers.
So you unlock a new hairstyle for her. That's what you get for surviving 60 enemies in a row.
a new hairstyle.
She got beautiful long hair.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
She sadly doesn't keep it for the cutscenes. It's only when you play her. But yeah, your reward is hair.
Congrats on unlocking extra hair. Well, that's something. That's an addition.
Yeah.
Also, this game has one thing I kind of miss, which is if you hold the shoulder buttons and select and start, it just shoves you to the main menu.
That's nice. I like having that soft reset.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because the actual menu doesn't have a quit button.
I guess that would be the easier way to do it. But still, at least there's some way to do it.
Anyway, this is now new territory in terms of for the stream.
All right.
Oh, you're in a church. You're a ninja church. Cool.
Time to say our prayers. with a sword. What's the sound? Oh, it's drones. And bats. And lasers, oh my god.
Oh my god!
Whoa, this church is armed.
This is one of those mega churches with all like the security cameras keeping people out. Oh my god.
Oh god. Why would you make a church so hostile?
Maybe they just target ninjas.
Yeah, maybe
They
this
have
is like,
regular ninja attacks.
they're just like anti-ninjas. They're like, listen, this church welcomes all. Rich, poor, homeless, house, anyone. No ninjas though, we are so sick of you.
No ninjas.
Oh, okay.
Absolute hostility.
Okay, so it's a Scientology church.
Exactly. Yes.
You know, the Scientology.
Oh yeah, we have a new weapon. The Dragon's Claw and Tiger's Fang, which is just 2 swords. You would think 2 swords are better than 1, but it has the same problem I have usually with the weapons in this game, is that it's not really good.
Dang.
We'll show it off for a bit.
Okay. Deathmaster asks, is Ayame playable in this game? I don't think she is, right?
I don't think so. I think she is playable in Sigma 2, like she was the edition for Sigma 2.
Okay, they eventually added her, but just not in this game.
Yeah, you can level up the wooden sword all the way through, but it has like 10 upgrade nodes, and each costs an arm and a leg. But I have never done it. I'm assuming it gives you the most powerful sword in the game, but people can correct me if that is not the case.
The final level, it just sharpens the point. Turns it into a pointy stick.
You put it in an actual pencil sharpener or some shit.
It's like, well, I was playing Salt and Sanctuary, and then anything you upgrade, like, goes to the blacksmith and he hammers it, but there's a pumpkin helmet they can wear, and he just hammers that as well.
No!
Gotta forge that pumpkin.
Okay, so apparently when you finish upgrading it, it turns it into a big ore, apparently, or a big paddle.
What? It just becomes a different thing?
Yeah, that's amazing.
Oh, that's a Miyamoto Musashi reference.
Okay, so there is a reason why they did that.
Yeah, because there's this one anecdote of Miyamoto Musashi where somebody challenged him to a duel. No, I'm probably getting this wrong, but somebody challenged him to a duel, and it was like on one of the islands. So, as he got there, he basically took an oar instead of a sword and beat his opponent to death.
Whoa.
Sweet.
Okay, that's a good reason to add an oar to the game.
I'm actually looking forward to the return of tuna weaponry in games because I haven't seen that in a while. Just having a tuna sword.
What game was that where you just throw around a giant tuna?
Oh, what was
I
that?
can't remember. There was a blog called Tuna Gaming that cataloged all fish weaponry in games.
There's multiple games like that. I gotta play different games.
Yeah, Festival is right. Musashi was also intentionally late to the duel to piss off his opponent.
That kicks ass.
That's a good strategy.
There's also another anecdote where somebody challenged him to a duel, and those people came early to ambush Musashi and kill him before the duel. But he expected that, so he came even earlier and ambushed them and killed them.
Nice. With a giant fish. Probably not.
I wish.
The samurai have tuna swords.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, Way of the Samurai. Front runners in the tuna innovation front.
Oh god.
Upgrade it to be a frozen tuna. That would be more painful.
Oh my god, that's beautiful.
I gotta check out Way of the Samurai. Everything I've heard about those games make them sound like the coolest shit ever, but I've never actually played one.
It's very janky, but it's also like incredibly charming.
That's what I like about games. Those are always my favorite games.
And it's not like infuriatingly janky, like a Kavia game, it's just janky.
That's good. I can deal with a little jank. Oh yeah, how did Beatdown go? I know you were playing a little bit more of that.
Oh god, it was the worst.
Oh, that's a shame.
I was
I was hoping it would get better.
Yeah, I was hoping too it would get better, but it's just like it's also one of those games where like, oh, you got the bad ending because you didn't do every single side quest in the game and didn't do it in New Game Plus.
Oh, nuts to that.
But no, we got it over with fairly quickly, just because we were kind of all sick of it. Just the fighting is so bad that nothing can carry it.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's good at least.
It kept getting thrown off a bridge. Like there was this one guy that I fought for information, and I had to beat him up to get the information. But you fight him on a bridge, like above a busy road, and the AI always goes for grabbing you and throwing you off the bridge and instant killing you that way.
That sounds annoying.
It basically goes, is player within range? Yes, then throw off bridge.
God. Think players might find this frustrating? Nah, they're gonna think it's fun. People love being thrown off bridges.
They do.
Yeah, granted, Freeman linked the. So I was supposed to interrogate that guy to advance the main quest, but I got so angry that I chose the beat down option, which is you beat someone to death and remove them from the game permanently.
Oh my god!
Probably the right move at that point. Oh, he says, "Damn, not bad," after throwing you off a bridge.
Yes.
No, that still sounds pretty awesome, but I bet that was a pretty miserable experience.
It was, sadly. It was very annoying because one of the things I hate the most, which is probably because of my job, like when a game has a lot of potential, but the execution is just so bad, and that just infuriates me.
Yeah, I've said before, I have a lot of tolerance for jank, but if you go overboard, you lose me. Like, there has to be some non-jank part of your game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with like Nier has, in my opinion, like repetitive combat, but it's at least like fun to slice stuff. Like if this game just had punching that was fun, I would probably deal with all of its other bullshit.
Yeah, Nier made up for all its shortcomings in other ways. Like, definitely.
Yeah.
Did you unlock the orb room? That's what that looked like.
Wait, there's an orb room?
I saw a room with a giant orb in the middle.
Yes, we will definitely go to the orb room.
Finally.
This is a bunch of backstory, but it's just like, oh, demons rose up, and are all the progenitors of the world, and blah blah blah. It's like, I personally don't care about the story in this game. I'm sorry if somebody else does.
I like this exhibit of like health items at this museum.
Oh shit, an incendiary shuriken. I forgot that was a thing.
Wait, are those like fire shurikens?
Yeah, it's the stuff that the evil ninjas threw at me all the time.
Sweet!
Payback time.
I got one of those Hobby Lobby tablets. Sweet.
And you got whatever was in that giant orb.
Wait.
It was just currency.
Oh, okay, so apparently there's a top part and there's a right part, so I'm guessing there's also a left part. Okay, we don't have any. Whoops, I threw one by accident.
Best of War, I think that's how it works. If you make a purposely bad game and then execute it badly, it becomes good. Because two wrongs make a right.
That's true.
As a professional game designer, I can confirm this. Please make double bad games.
Please make games as bad as you possibly can.
Yeah, just go out with the intention of making bad games. You'll probably make something entertaining at the very least.
Yeah, it'll at least be like worth my time to look at it because it's interesting.
Oh, so this is what the shuriken are for. Wow.
What are some double bad games? Death Crimson, I think.
Death Crimson really nails it.
The original Death Crimson is a bad game. I don't know if they were intending to make a bad game, but it's hard to play it.
I don't think they were, and that's the thing that makes bad games so enthralling, the earnestness in making them.
God.
Like, the people making them don't intend to make a bad game, it just turned out that way. But it can still be charismatic and fun in some ways. It made me think about the whole bad approach to game development, and I think there is a limit to that. Like, someone was playing this FMV game that came out on Steam. It was called, you won't believe this, it was called Dab Woman, when the dab isn't sexist. That's the title of the game.
Okay.
It's an FMV game starring Canadian teenagers who speak in nothing but memes. It is the worst thing I've ever seen.
That just seems like the execution wouldn't just...
Yeah, on the one hand, they were teens.
Yeah,
just
that's
teenagers
fine.
making
Yeah,
games.
I don't
So I
want to
can't
be like...
too far, but man, oof, it was rough.
I think I played last year an FMV game called Late Shift.
I've seen that. That's on PS4, I think.
Yeah, it's on Steam and PS4 and Switch. I have never been so infuriated by a game because it's basically it's this weird FMV game that goes on about how your choice matters. And how everything is about choice. Like it's basically like trying to be a David Cage game in a way. And just like the choices you're given are the weirdest thing ever and lead to the weirdest conclusions. Like for example, there's one choice where somebody provokes you after you've been like after some bad stuff happened in the game, like some randos provoke you in the street, and you can pick a fight with them or try to ignore them. If you pick a fight with them, your character just beats them up and that's it. If you choose the right options, which is, don't confront them and ignore them, they put you in a headlock and then the police come and put you apart. But because your character was in a headlock, he remembers that another side character is in the hospital and that side character can give him information, so that helps him.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
That outcome doesn't meet the what you did. No, that doesn't make any sense.
Nope. But yeah, it's one of those type of choice games.
Oh boy. I guess they just expect you to make every choice eventually and eventually find out the right way to go.
Oh god, what is this? I have to think.
That sucks.
I hate thinking. We gotta go back to those QuickTime event-driven FMV games. People trying to do too much with the format. No, you just gotta push right and die.
Isn't that what the Quiet Man is?
I haven't heard of that.
haven't either.
So it's a weird Squaresoft game where you play a deaf character and there's no sound in it except for head effects, and it's an FMV beat 'em up.
I did see a trailer for that. It's FMV?
Yeah, it's an
Whoa.
FMV game.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, I definitely gotta look into this then.
Also, chat, if you want, just tell us how to get a combination. I will not mind for the sake of the stream.
We got some puzzle here, I guess. Lab says that in Late Shift, if you hide in the closet, you become... HBO joke.
Boo.
I remember the Late Shift. See, there should be an FMV game based on the HBO's The Late Shift.
Agreed. There should be a game based on the Gary Shandling show.
Oh yeah.
I've just decided it. We're doing it. We're just...
What if an FMV game where you're the host of a talk show and you have to choose the questions to ask? And if you choose the wrong questions, the guests beat you up or something.
Hey! That would be extremely easy to make.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like Ace Attorney, just with a different setting.
Mm-hmm.
I could make that in a minute and fine, except that I'm pretty sure the questions I would have would be really awful. So.
All your budget would just go to finding a couch and a desk. And then you got the game right there.
Okay, I think we always have to do something in a safe room. Also,
yeah, Festival. Let's talk to Team Ninja. They got to
Yes.
get that.
Also, I was gonna say, there is no Xbox monolith in this
A
game.
second late, you would have fit nicely into a
Thanks, Oliver
sandwich.
Frank. But there is a Team Ninja monolith, and when you interact with it, it glows and it just shows the Team Ninja logo on the screen.
Beautiful.
That's something at least. Yeah, I wouldn't expect they'd keep the Xbox in a PlayStation 3 game.
I love
Oh,
that
yeah.
Xbox though. It's so
That's
big.
the coolest Xbox.
27th day of the 12th month. Left, right, left, okay. Oh god, I need a notepad.
December 27th, left, right, right, left.
So...
Makes sense somehow.
When I say left, right, right, left.
It was left, right, right, left, yeah,
Yeah.
I think.
Okay. Okay. Then it's 7. There we go.
Yeah, Boogaloo, for this version it should just be the word PlayStation 3 in that Spider-Man font, but with extra, like, bloom on it.
So much bloom.
Oh god. Can't believe my reward for puzzles is demons.
It always makes me mad when games do that, especially after a really long puzzle. Like, oh, I have to fight something now? Come on. Let me feel rewarded for a second.
Or like, oh, you found this key item, I guess we'll just respawn everything in the previous rooms again.
Oh, yeah. Alright, I will say the enemies you've been fighting are getting nice and weird lately.
I like these monsters.
Yeah.
I also don't know, like, the combat structure in these games is weird, because it basically goes, we want 2, like, peons and 1 scythe wielder at all times, and there's a budget of how many you have to kill. It just keeps replenishing them immediately. Like, as soon as I kill one scythe guy, another takes his place until I've killed like 5 of them.
Oh yeah, they just spawn right away. Dang.
It's the same with like every combat so far. Like when I was fighting the 2 horses, as soon as you kill one, another takes its place.
I think the enemies should all spawn at once. Just crowd them all in this tiny room. You can take care of them, you're a ninja.
Exactly. Or just put it on a timer. If you don't kill them in time, you just have to deal with more of them.
Yeah, game design.
Like I said, game design is easy. Anybody can do it.
Even a ninja can do it.
I would actually like to see a game as designed by ninjas.
Me too.
That game would be impossible to play.
It would be
The
too
difficulty
fucking
would
hard.
be off the charts.
Like, I want them to make Ninja Gaiden 4 and just go, oh yeah, like, when we made this game, we consulted actual ninjas to make sure it's authentic.
Just talk to a ninja consultancy.
Ninja sensitivity reader.
Yes, Festivore, if that game existed, it would be a quiet release.
Yep, there we go, immediately another one spawned.
Of course, if it was a commercial failure, all the news sites would be like, oh, it disappeared from retail. They could easily just turn that around on you.
That's kind of like whenever I see how games are named, I'm kind of like, oh man, do you know how many puns and jokes they'll make with that name?
Yes. Meanwhile, sites are like breathing a sigh of relief because they have all their headlines written already.
They're like, oh, I don't have to fucking think, thank you.
Headlines are hard. I'd be glad for that kind of thing. It's easy to say what the story's about, but it's harder to write a headline where you have to make someone want to click on it.
Oh god, especially in today's era.
Yeah.
And now all headlines are about like Destiny and Fortnite anyway.
Yeah.
Actually, I couldn't understand the Fortnite articles at all until I like tried playing the game this month. And I'm like, oh, okay, now I get it. It's because all the fucking challenges are so weird that you have to read up how to do them. But yeah, that's just like it was first Destiny, and then it was like Fortnite, PUBG.
So what's gonna be after Fortnite? What's gonna be the next new thing everyone's gonna get into?
Well, BioWare wants it to be Anthem.
It's not gonna be.
It's not gonna be
I don't know.
anything.
They're putting a lot of money into it.
It's got to be something the teens will enjoy.
True.
But it's also got to be like, I don't know. It's got to run on a bunch of hardware. It'll be something teens like, and also, it's got to have building elements probably.
Yeah, true.
So it's gonna be Dragon Quest Builders 2. That's
Yeah.
gonna be the next thing. You're gonna see teens dressed up as like all the characters in that game at the mall, T-posing. It's gonna be so fucking great.
I'd like to see teens inspired by Dragon Quest.
I would too, honestly.
That's how we can save the youth in this country.
They're fine.
Yeah, Fortnite's okay.
It's Fortnite.
Yeah. I mean,
Sometimes
Fortnite is basically
Go.
the new Team Fortress 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot more like Team Fortress 2 than Call of Duty, and I kind of appreciate it for that. It's less like, you know, it's a lot more fantasy-like, and I think that if you're gonna have a gun game, put in some fantasy, please.
Mhm.
Please don't make it hyper-realistic. I'm already.
Let's make guns fun.
Yeah,
Guns
just,
can be fun.
just
Oh,
make
God.
it fun. Colors, jumping. No, don't remind me of the real world.
Okay, the next big hit
Uh-huh.
is a crossover between Fortnite and Minecraft,
Okay,
and that'll be the only video game that needs to a year.
sounds great. And Microsoft will automatically install it on your computer when you download it.
Oh,
Phenomenal.
do you know how many things I had to uninstall after a fresh Windows 10
Oh, yeah.
install?
Yeah,
Let me tell you the stuff they pre-install. They pre-install Candy Crush. They
Uh-huh.
pre-install the Candy Crush sequel, Soda Saga. They pre-install Minecraft, and also a hidden object game that's just called Hidden Objects. That's the title.
freaking sweet.
Do you have to buy Minesweeper now?
I think Minesweeper is not included, yeah.
It was... I didn't see it. It may just be under accessories or something. But there is something called the Microsoft Solitaire Pack, which is different from freeware Solitaire. That's the thing you have to pay for.
Wow, I hate that.
Yep.
And this is the worst timeline. Also, how many fucking...
I was gonna say, stop trying to kill ya!
There's so many monsters.
I wonder...
Knock it off!
I wonder if this actually became a challenge room now, because I've killed like 33 of them. And we're entering some cost fallacy where no, I can't leave.
Oh no.
Okay, Loveless says that Minesweeper is apparently available for free off of their app store.
So it's just Solitaire that's free.
Yeah. Tell you what I wish they'd stop doing is trying to monetize my locks. Damn it. I turn on the computer and it's all like, hey, bye before you even log in.
No.
No! I just woke up. Stop trying to advertise to me.
Then you log into Twitter and it's like, hey!
Hey, here's some more stuff you can buy.
Oh yeah, that's why I use like TweetDeck. It just like removes all the ads, like you can't see them.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, same here, but unfortunately I'm addicted to my phone or whatever, so I'm always on. It's just like worst ads.
I've blocked every promoted tweet account I've come across. Every single one of them. If you promoted a tweet, you were blocked. I'm like the Kami of promoted tweets.
God, I think we've just liberated the world of all demons.
That has to be all of them. You've gotten rid of the entire demon civilization.
Make them stop! Jesus!
There's still more. I think it's only these guys left because I don't see the level 1 spawning anymore.
Yeah. I think you can take care of the rest of these guys.
App says Forza Horizon 2 won't let you, or rather, Forza Horizon 4 won't let you use the word turd.
That sucks.
That's
Turd,
censorship.
turd
Wow.
is a normal word. Come on now. I am the turd defender.
Where do we draw the line?
Turd is normal. Turd's not implying anything other than poop. Come on.
That reminds me, I still have to play Forza Horizon 4. The Horizon games are real good.
They're fun. They're really good.
I love them.
I don't like a lot of modern AAA gaming because I don't know, it's not for me. But I love those Forza and Horizon games. I love just going on a fun road trip. And
Those games are great because you come across this like barn that hasn't been used in like 100 years, and you go in there and your helper guy's all like, "Whoa, a brand new Rolls Royce! I guess it's ours now." Cool barn find. That's what they call it.
Barn find?
Yeah.
yeah, you just find really amazing cars in barns.
Wow. Unused Ferrari in a barn, and it's ours.
That reminds me of a joke I had with a colleague where if something is in a public space, it belongs to anyone. So if you have your own novelty bug and you just leave it on a table, anybody can take it because it's in a public space.
It's yours now.
Yeah.
That's how society works.
Oh my god, just... Okay,
This is torturing you. I'm so sorry.
this has
It's
to
like
be
you
the
can
last
find
one.
this one guy for like half an hour.
Yeah.
No, it's new guys like spawning in all the time. Oh my god.
Oh my god, you got a thing.
You did it.
You open it, open it, open it. Oh my god, I have to see what you got.
This has to be the best treasure.
This is gonna be so good. It's gonna be like $1 million. Bill Gates gonna come to your house and deliver you a whole bunch of euros and stuff. It's gonna be so good.
Fuck off, Gabe.
It is an orb.
I get one more magic. Oh god, that was so not worth it.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, orb.
Yeah.
That's so confusing because I didn't realize this became a challenge room because usually the challenge rooms are just, you know, to the side. You never have to actually, like, use them. Also, now I have to go in front of the church and save because if I die after this, I'm just gonna throw a fit.
Yeah, you
please
gotta save.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to fight those demons again.
Morb. More orb, morb. I like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, Marsh, they should have just respawned everyone after you open the treasure chest.
Now if you want to leave, you have to kill 60 more.
Mm.
Looks like there's a store here, so I'm just gonna stock back up on potions. Oh hey, more health, thank you.
Avi, you're thinking too much about the philosophy of barn finds. I'm sure there's
You got off there.
barn. And yeah, it's probably tied to the mob, but barn find.
Yeah. It's probably a murder carp. That's fine. Gonna open it up and find like Billy the informant in the back or whatever. Really should have named himself something else. He didn't really get killed.
Billy the
though.
informant.
Well, I'm just saying.
Alright, so the boss of this level is just gonna be that flying demon, only like enlarged like 3 times, right? Blown up by 300%.
Just upscaled. You see all the muddy textures, it's fine.
Hmm. Yeah, not even resampled, just...
They just clicked him and had a little box for resizing and just dragged it open.
Hey, they're back, baby.
Oh, they are back! Oh, man. Like you haven't fought enough demons
Gotta
yet.
love them.
Okay. So we need to kill them because we need to use that damn altar.
Yeah, Boogaloo, that got to me too. Like, no Minesweeper, but two different Candy Crush games. For when one just isn't enough.
Well, when you beat all the 1,000 levels in Candy Crush regular, then you have to play the 1,000 levels in Soda.
Yeah.
God, I had to play so much Candy Crush for my previous job. I hate it.
I am so sorry.
The worst part
There's
is
a
like,
lot of levels in that game.
yeah. The worst part is like, I like puzzle games, but like match 3 games are just so boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can do with the formula, and especially after something like 700 levels. I know they put in all those levels just because that's more opportunities for microtransactions, but still.
Oh, I have to interact with my grave if I want to enter it. I'm gonna just jump in.
Is it your own grave?
Just hop on in.
I like how long it takes him to decide whether he wants to stay in. Oh god, what is this?
It's ghosts.
Underground cemetery.
Oh, that sure is a map.
I don't think you need a map for this. Just follow the hallway.
Yeah, it seems pretty straightforward.
Alright, Blab making the point that Candy Crush is more relevant to office workers in a modern context.
I guess.
See, one thing I want somebody to do is do the Pac-Man Championship Edition treatment, but for Minesweeper.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh
There haven't
god.
been many alternate takes on Minesweeper, it's just the original.
Well, we all know how this is gonna go.
This looks fine.
This is normal.
Yep. Damn it, camera changed.
Uh-oh.
Oh god. I guess I have to do wall running.
Item Merch says Picross is soft Minesweeper. That's pretty true.
I don't disagree.
Konami actually has a really good free-to-play Picross on iOS and Android
Oh,
right
I'm
now.
dead. Oh,
And it's all based on like their old games too. It's all like picture puzzles of pixel art.
oh, okay, it just teleports you, doesn't even game over you. Oh wait, did it actually use my rebirth thing? Okay, it didn't.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Alright.
Yeah, this is neat.
Yeah, I like this.
If we're gonna do
On
it.
Crash Bandicoot.
Oh god, I hated these levels in Crash.
I'm convinced these levels were broken in the remake of Crash Bandicoot. Like, they made it so you can't run fast enough to outrun the boulder. It always catches up.
I believe in you.
It's very weird it's not doing a game over on me, like I'd expect that.
That is strange. Maybe they realized this was a sticking point and just gave you a point here.
I just really hate holding down the analog stick because it always feels like my thumb is slipping.
Mm-hmm. That was a problem I had with Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, the remaster is weird in a lot of ways. Like, a lot of stuff seems harder than it was before.
Yeah. I think what it was, this was months ago that I figured out what it was. I think if you use the D-pad in Crash 1, he won't run as fast as if you use the analog stick, so the boulder will always catch you. I had to switch to analog.
Good job there.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you. I think some of the... I don't know if this is true, this is just what I've heard, but apparently the collision capsule in Crash Bandicoot is like an actual capsule, whereas in the original it was a box, so that's why it made a lot of platforming sections much harder. Whoops!
Oh, wow.
Well, now I have no clue where I am.
You fell down somewhere. That's all I know.
Don't worry, we have a map.
Alright,
Nope.
Danny Dinoheart confirms my experience. Yeah, they had everything installed. That game just an object.
Okay.
Oh no!
No!
Okay, now that is a game over.
Yeah.
Oh, let's show this off and I'll just reload. Do you choose the battle with the
yeah.
ninja?
Yeah, I'm abandoning it. Fuck it. Yes! I hate being a ninja.
Actually, wasn't that your first death?
On this save file, yeah. I don't know why
Okay.
that's me now.
Master Ryu. Or should I say, young ninja Ryu Hayabusa. It seems I have greatly overestimated you. Oh well, we have no choice but to proceed. I will support you in every way
Really
that
rub
I
your
can.
face in it.
Don't be overconfident. Just do what I say, and perform your duties as competently as you can. You must complete your task without fail.
Oh, it even has to create a new save file for this, wow.
Such shamefulness.
So I've never actually played like this because I am way too prideful. I didn't even do it in Devil May Cry 3, I just quit the game instead.
Yeah, it's an option though.
I guess we were really stuck. Oh, I thought we got a pink ribbon. What is this?
Nice.
Maybe it's an accessories.
Yeah, you may have to equip it.
No?
Damn. Maybe they're not chaining you as much this time. That'd be cool.
Man, I was promised pink ribbons.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the pink ribbon. Mine.
Nope, I guess we don't get it. The game is just easier. Okay, let's reset real quick and go back to the regular thing.
It should give you an entirely unique outfit. Something really ridiculous. And pink.
I believe what happens is, like, the game is generally much easier and you just get a bunch of health drops everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much across the board, making the game easy.
And
I know for sure in Black they gave you a different thing, the pink ribbon.
Yeah,
I guess not.
I guess they removed it from here.
Festivore, yeah, I should have changed all the enemies into cardboard cutouts for easy mode. I'd like to see that, a game that recontextualizes the easy mode to be something different, like you're just fighting cardboard enemies. There was, what was that NES game that did that? It was Dragon Spirit, where like, if you play on normal, it's the normal serious story, but on easy mode, like, it's like for kids, and the whole thing is revealed to be a dream.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So I'm sure this skeleton will never be relevant in the game.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
It's
It's just a cool skeleton.
yeah.
I like this idea that they just found a giant skeleton when building this tomb and were like, oh god, we can't move this, just dig around it.
That's me.
It's cool though, just leave it there.
Yeah, it's fine. It's church over the no praise.
It'll scare off intruders. It's our anti-ninja skeleton.
Oh, ninjas hate skeletons. Natural enemies.
Yeah, you can't stab them. Okay. Need to be less acrobatic here. Or just press square next to Gaiden and enter, I guess that works too. And a weird thing with like square being attack as well as interact, like you just end up opening or interacting with stuff you don't want to. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay. No touchy.
Good way to deal with ghosts.
Just like stab them.
No, magic fire.
Oh yeah, that works too. But I think you should stab them anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the way back. Yeah, that's a save point. So we have to go down.
I really want to see you fight that skeleton. I don't even know if that happens, but
It's got it,
that's the thing I want to see the most right now.
Yeah, it's like Chekhov's skeleton. It has to be relevant at some point. Oh, they don't even respawn. So in easy mode the game becomes fun. I mean, kinda. Becomes fun, but it makes fun of you for being fun.
I love that.
Also, god, the frame rate drop here.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh,
It does not like flying brain insects.
well, I like them. I think they're very nice.
Maybe give them a less polygon. Do that. Let's trim out like half the polygons. I'm sure that's easy to do.
Like you can tone down the lighting effects a little bit. It's okay.
Yeah.
Look, everybody has to see those brains in true HD.
Exactly. They have to hear the brains, understand the brain.
1080p brains.
So actually, this isn't 1080p, which is weird because most PS3 games I've played are 720.
There you go. Brains hate fire.
They really do. One of the first things you learn if you study psychology.
Brains weak against fire.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, save point. Trying to
This
think
is leading
fast.
up to something, and I gotta see what that is.
Yeah, I like. Is it?
It's
Are
been
you
like a
gonna-
huge up.
I am on the edge of my seat.
Has to be something good. Or maybe just more ghosts.
You're like muttering and shit.
Yeah, that's how you know it's getting serious.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're at the bottom.
You made it.
You made it. Oh my god.
There's a store here.
Yeah. It looks like there's a giant puzzle down here.
Oh my.
But yeah, in case people didn't see, this is how many upgrades the wooden sword has.
That is.
Yikes.
Oh my.
Compared to, you know, the main game sword.
Yeah. Yeah, but you get an ore eventually.
Or you can beat people.
After you get the max upgrade, it just smooth sailings.
Again, you can just stab these ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
So what is this? Giant chain. Okay, so we need something to break the chain. Easy enough. Ooh, Scarab. Oh god. Man, the PlayStation does not like this game.
It's
No,
a-
it doesn't. It feels like it's struggling to render it.
It just smells the Xbox on it.
It's very territorial. It's like, get out of here.
This is not full HD.
Oh god, this looks like a terrible room.
Yeah, PS3 didn't like a lot of games. I do notice a lot of, especially PS3 games, having FPS drops and things like that.
Oh, it's an elevator. Oh god.
Oh no!
More demons.
It's these guys again.
Ow. Guys, why don't you stand up?
Little
Jeez.
cell processor. Hey, I don't see how the cell processor is better than the emotion engine. That could render emotion.
Finally, emotion in video games. I'm glad emotion has its own very dedicated process. That's the problem with modern graphics cards. They're all used for like bit mining, but like, you know, where's the special quadrant RAM set aside for emotion?
Exactly. It wasn't until the PS2 era that David Cage came into his own. Only the PS2 is capable of rendering Indigo Prophecy.
Man, I really hope some like weird Silicon Valley scam artist tries to make a Bitcoin mining console. Like, it's a console you
Well-
play, but it also mines bitcoins.
Let me tell you about something called the Atari box, because that's exactly what...
Wait, what, really?
Yeah, Atari, they've both announced a new console and Atari Coin, which is used to buy stuff on the console, and you can also mine it by games.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I hate when I bullshit, but it's actually real life.
Yes, I know. Yes.
The
it's-
game... No matter what stupid bullshit you can come up with, I can guarantee you tried it, prototyped it, or is planning to ship it, like Atari is now. They had a successful funding round on Indiegogo, by which I mean they raised like $1 million in one day, and then no other funding after that. Not suspicious.
Nope.
Very normal.
It's
Very-
going to be a big success. You'll see.
God. I really dislike Atari because they kinda fucked up my favorite MMO for life. Because I played Champions Online, and that was when Atari was a publisher, and their model was, oh, we're just gonna release one MMO each year, and do that for like 5 years. And then we'll have enough MMOs and earn all that MMO money.
And no matter who owns Atari now, it's consistent. They mess everything up.
Also,
Like how they made a new Alone in the Dark, and it was a Left 4 Dead clone, which means it was co-op, which means you aren't alone or in the dark.
also, man, this weapon is pretty fun.
Yeah, this looks cool.
Yeah, I like using the. I like the.
So you cut off there, Alex.
Oh no, it's okay. I was just thinking about info games. It's really easy. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, Danny Dinoheart, Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. What else do you need to say?
Oh man, I'd love to work on a Alone in the Dark game. THQ, please hire me. No joke. I really want to work on like a full-on survival horror one day.
That would be a pretty cool experience if you had the right people funding it.
Yeah.
Not Atari.
Oh god, this is disgusting. That poor
That is
bug.
a pretty skeleton.
Skeleton is cool as shit.
And now instead of being all rotten, they're super fleshy.
That's so
Oh
gross.
yeah, what? Huh. Weird. It's like a halfway point between a skeleton and a mummy.
A scummy. Ah!
We have coined a term.
Oh shit! I found the Holy Grail.
That's where it was.
You know, how did it take them so long to find it? Just gotta go by the scummies. It's right there.
Yeah, the scummies had it.
Okay, this weapon is ridiculously fun. Oh no! Oh god! No! Don't throw up on
They
me.
just fall on you.
I think he was getting ready to throw up on me. Oh no! No!
Hate them.
Ow! Okay, fine. I won't charge up my weapon. Jesus! Fucking loot boys.
Charging here.
Okay, I need to get that arrow boy. He's being really annoying.
Yeah, take care of him first. That is a hell of a bow. Look at that. It's bigger
Yeah.
than he is.
Very Dark Soulsy.
Yeah.
These guys move pretty dark too.
You get a mean headache when you kill them.
Like, ah. Here, rehydrate.
Where's my Estus flask?
I think they get darker the less health they have.
Oh, you're right, they do.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Oh god. Guys, please stop hugging me.
Oh, you're getting chain hugged.
Also, I never mentioned this, but I really like how you can just like jump on an enemy's head and jump off of them.
That is cool.
That's great. Yeah, that's very ninja-like. I'm glad they put the old Chun-Li head stomp.
These guys don't seem too bad when they don't have range support.
I am all in on this scummy fight.
This looks satisfying, just
Yeah.
on these things.
Yeah, this weapon's really fun. This is actually the first non-default weapon that I've liked.
It gets in a lot of hits really quickly.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do less damage, but it's still satisfying.
Oh, it doesn't stun lock them though, it's just they're really slow.
I think that's might be an enemy type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like super satisfying.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see if we can go back and get to the boss fight. Oh shit. Mummies. Sorry, scummies.
Yes, more scummies.
God, they're everywhere.
So save points in this game are really weird because I'm not used to games playing save points in the middle of combat.
It is pretty strange. Yeah, usually you're in a safe area before it lets you do that. Okay, somehow we have Pit Fighter discourse in the chat.
Oh no.
Which my opinion is the arcade game was cool for the time. The Genesis version probably the best home. Everything else is trash. The Super Nintendo Pit Fighter might be the worst Super Nintendo game, period.
Really?
It is real bad. Like in a weird way too. Like it's a really long game.
Oh.
Game where you have to credit feed to get to the and you don't get continues in the Super Nintendo.
Oh wow, that sounds bad. Also, they stopped the elevator.
But no! These guys are assholes!
Yeah. Oh, what does it have, a weight limit?
It might! Yeah, I saw that you pressed it. Oh my god.
Oh god, please stop hugging me.
Alright, yeah, you've cleared off the elevator enough for it to start moving again. It's clearly a weight limit. Pretty smartly designed for, you know, an underground
Look, when you're burying your followers, like safety first. They need to be safe in the afterlife.
Always put plenty of flame ghosts in your tombs.
Please.
It's just common sense. Loveless rented SNES Pit Fighter. I feel bad for you. That is a waste of a rental right there.
Oh, rip-a-rooney.
Oh no.
It's these guys.
Alright, bow guy's out of the way. It's all easy from here.
Unless it gets replaced by a second bow guy.
Yeah. I will say to any of you Pit Fighter fans out there, some of you may not have heard that there's a sequel called Guardians of the Hood. And if you've never heard of that game, check it out. At least watch a video of it. I think you'll be pretty amused by it. It's like if Pit Fighter was Final Fight.
Is that bad? Better or worse?
It could be good.
It's hard to say whether it's better or worse. It's probably a worse game overall, but it's very entertaining range it is. Because it's a digitized side-scrolling brawler. Only it's done Atari style, so everything is weird looking. I can't really explain the Atari digitized style. It has a personality of its own. And it instantly became outdated once Mortal Kombat came out.
Are you strengthening your weapon in the middle of a fight?
That's cool.
Because that's cool as hell. Power move. Then you see that and they know they're in for some shit.
I mean, now it looks like fancy and all gold.
What up, guys? Gotta forge this.
Alright, man.
So they're just like very courteous, or is the blacksmith that fast?
He's just that good. Ooglu, I've not seen the promo for Guardians of the Hood, but it sounds like I need to look that up.
Okay, so what does the Holy Grail do? Nothing. Okay.
Nothing?
Makes sense.
It's just nice to have.
It's just a nice.
Reminds me of that like Dexter episode when they were playing D&D, and DD took over as being DM, and then in the end they find the Holy Grail, and it's like, okay, what does this do? Oh well, you can drink from it and it'll never spill.
That's the Holy Grail's power, yeah.
Damn it. I already hate this section.
Yeah, I was gonna say this looks a little frustrating.
Yeah, this is not the kind of area where you want to be fighting, and yet they put enemies here.
Yeah, so I was gonna say use your bomb shurikens.
I was about to. Let's see if that works.
Yeah, blow up those cummies.
Oh wow, really?
Oh come on!
Took it like a champ. This
Right
didn't
in the
even react.
Right in the crotch too.
Yeah.
It's kind of knowing how much knockback those giant arrows have.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely a more Soulsy section. Ow.
Oh yeah, you got him. Oh, there's more.
There we go.
That's a good job.
Counter bow strategy. So let's try and see if we can get the final boss of this area, and I guess we can then close it out and just give a verdict.
Okay. Yeah, so far this doesn't seem like a terrible game. It's just it is inferior to Ninja Gaiden Black in just about every way. Though the additions are pretty cool.
Yeah, I like
that
the
one boss fight.
Yeah. No, go on, go on. Sorry about that.
Oh no, I like that one boss fight, and being able to play as Rachel is pretty cool.
Yeah, one thing I didn't show is when you beat a stage as Rachel, it doesn't actually give you a ninja rank, it gives you a hunter rank.
Oh wow.
So make sure that was different too. Okay, I guess I can wall run here.
Kind of a shame the series is basically dead at this point. After Ninja Gaiden 3, and especially Yaiba, and now that Itagaki's not part of the equation. Probably not going to see a new one.
Yeah, I think like they made Neo and now that's bringing them money, so they're just gonna go with that.
Yeah. I guess it makes more sense to go after the Dark Souls market. It's basically the same as the Ninja Gaiden market.
Oh, come on. Can't I just get an elevator?
Yeah, seriously. Deathmaster says Dead or Alive is basically Ninja Gaiden now. Yeah, that's pretty much all they're doing with it. Play as Ryu in Dead or Alive. I guess that'll have to be enough.
Yeah, in Dead or Alive 5 they basically put in all the Ninja Gaiden characters, like including Rachel. And even like the Shinto priestess that's from the later games. Oh come on, I totally jumped that.
Might as well use him for something. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, yes, this does qualify as a 3D platform.
Yes, it does.
Look at all this platform.
This is just all platforming.
Oh,
I hate this section.
This looks like it sucks.
Is this what you experience in every Mascot Friday?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the games they go well, some of the games they don't.
Hmm.
And you have stuff like Nappletail, which is 95% storage. I just want a platform.
Please let me platform.
No! Why didn't you just grab it? Cool. This is so far the hardest part of the game. Can you just run up the wall on the platform before the one with the chest? Maybe? Let's try that.
Loveless gives another recommendation for Devil's Third. I do play that someday, if just to see for myself how it turned out. But yeah, it's still pretty expensive. I don't think they ever even dropped the... So you have to pay $50 for it digitally.
No, it doesn't seem like you can grab that ledge over there. Let's see. I think that. Oh, there's a little ledge of there. I think maybe I can like wall run enough from here.
Looks like you can.
Oh wow, he didn't even wall run there.
Oh, yeah,
Wow.
It bounced you right off. Yeah, Switch remaster for Devil's Third. Doesn't seem too likely. I think Nintendo partially
Did
owns
you
the
make
rights
it?
to that.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh my god.
You did.
Fucking congratulations. Forget if I got big cool stuff.
Oh, that's where the Holy Grail goes. Okay.
Oh, well, I hope it doesn't awaken the beast next to you.
Oh,
man.
no.
Spoke too soon. Dragon is pissed.
Nobody could have seen this coming.
Alright, this is cool.
This is cool. This is what I was hoping for.
I'm glad that paid off. I would have been so mad if they there.
Oh god, he's throwing his bones at me.
No! How dare he?
So what is this, a dragon? Or... I guess this would be a dragon, huh?
It's some kind of monster that's very little. I'm going to dragon. But it could be a lot of things.
It would make more sense to have a dragon in this game than a dinosaur.
Well, yeah, because the dragon sword and shit like that.
Yeah.
Ow.
Or you got eaten.
Wow.
Fucking split up.
Yep.
A dragon skeleton with a meaty tongue. Yeah, that is kind of weird that he has.
I'm just extremely paranoid of going too far because I don't know if there's an invisible wall or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like when you use that magic and you just like.
Deals a nice bunch of damage. Ooh, tail whip. Arg, my foot!
How do we have to break every foot? Yeah, I guess so.
Arg, my other foot.
Hope we don't get this other foot of mine.
Oh no!
He moved the foot. How dare he?
But that's all our healing items. Yep.
Okay.
It's fine, we have extra lives. If he stops throwing his damn bones on me. Okay, one more foot. Oh, you can.
Oh, that was
foot.
so
would've been so
unfair.
cool.
Yeah. So good.
There we go. Dragon's dead.
Yeah!
Yes!
Did it! Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't change the style of the music that much. It's very much PS2 era still, PS2 Xbox era.
Yeah, you got to keep that the same.
Now I see the worst rank because we used like a million items.
It was worth it.
A million items and kept like 224 kills. Holy shit!
That's a lot of kills.
Oh my god.
You know, it felt like you were fighting that many.
Oh, nice.
Head ninja.
Oh man.
We did. Okay, so I guess we can slowly wrap it up here. What do you two think about this compared to the other two?
Well, it doesn't look terrible. It looks like the core of the experience is still there. Still the basic gameplay and layout and things. But they did change more than I thought they would, especially with regards to the environments and things. It's less moody, I guess. It has less of there's less of a personality to the environments. But that may not take away too much from the game. It still looks decent to play. How about you, Alex?
That's basically where I stand. I think the upgrade in graphics is really nice. Like special kind of light rays, things like that, and turning it to something that kind of looks like all other PS3 games. I think that's a real detriment to the game. Honestly. I miss the old art design quite a bit. And while this does look kind of easier in certain ways or another, I don't know. I don't like this upgrade as much as I like the other versions. At least to look at.
And I can definitely see why Itagaki doesn't like this. This is a pretty egregious reworking of the game in several areas, more than you'd expect.
Yeah, I think like both difficulty-wise and just how it looks really doesn't do it any favors. I definitely recommend if people want to play Ninja Gaiden to just play Black, especially because I think it's backwards compatible with Xbox One now.
Pretty sure it is. Yeah, Black is definitely the what word am I looking
quintessential
for?
Quintessential. Definitive version?
The definitive version, yes, or quintessential. Both those things. That's what it is.
Yeah.
The definitive quintessential version.
Okay, well, as we wrap this up, thank you two again for doing this mini series of streams where we just looked at this and compared it. It was very nice having you. Where can people find you after you're gone?
After we die.
Find us at twitch.tv/retropals.
Ravens.
Give us a follow there. Play a lot of strange old retro games. We stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Not this Monday, we're taking off.
Yeah.
But next Wednesday should be a pretty good time. Also got a YouTube channel with a lot of retrospectives and videos about gaming history, if you're into that kind of thing.
Yeah, they're good. I added those. You know they're good, baby.
Yeah, Alex confirms they're good.
Look, it's
Danny writes them, so you know they're better written.
Look, Electric Boogaloo, it's Halloween, so everybody's undead or a ghost or a skeleton, so it's fine.
True, that's how it works.
Yeah, I'm a dragon skeleton. Sorry, I gotta destroy the house.
I'm the living undead.
Congratulations!
So that's like double negative dead. So I'm alive.
You're very alive. You're dead alive!
Yeah.
Yeah,
this was fun. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Hopefully we can figure out something again. And in the meantime, if you folks enjoy the show, just give a follow there. You'll also get a little bear you can customize. And as for the other streams, tomorrow I'll
A
continue
second late,
Bloodborne.
you would have fit nicely
thank
into a
you.
sandwich.
Thank you, Dr. Boogaloo, appreciate it. Oh yeah, tomorrow is Bloodborne, which is less retro, but probably still hard, like this game. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I'm gonna see if I can host somebody. And if not, well, enjoy the start of the week. Good night.
See ya.
See ya.